everything is doing well. Well, I don't know why there was some confusion with the schedule last week, because actually there is another course on Thursday. So maybe for your group you should have two, or you have two like options, and you can just choose where to go. But our
I think we have both.
Yeah, so it's just up to you to decide where you need to go, as there is like an alternative optional course, and it's not compulsory. That's why you have an opportunity to choose. Okay, anyway, so let's begin. And could you please tell me what has been the best moment so far this week for you? What has been the best event that happened to you?
This weekend.
Pardon, Timothy, once again?
This weekend.
This
It only starts.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Hope it will come up to your expectations. What about the rest of the group?
I mean, it's only Wednesday. Haven't been much time for things to happen yet. Have it.
Okay, nothing special. Okay, then maybe somebody has something to share with us. Something that you're proud of, maybe. Okay, if there is nothing special, let's move on. Hello, Bogdan. How are you doing? You are muted. I cannot hear you somehow. I don't know. I can see that your microphone is open, but there is no sound from you. Hello, Anastasia, and well, thank you everyone who has their videos on. Hope the rest of the people will join you at some point. Okay, so for today you had some kind of homework, but well, actually it didn't require much preparation, and we will go through the tasks, and there will be more opportunities for you to communicate and to discuss the answers with your partners, and then we will check them together. Okay, so what was the topic of the unit that you had to work with?
Viral videos.
Okay, yes. How could you define a viral video? What kind of video is that?
It's a video that was seen by a very big amount of people, like millions.
Mm-hmm. What is peculiar about this video? Why do millions of people watch it?
People share it and share it and share it constantly to their friends, and so more and more people are able to see it, to watch it.
And does it happen to any video that people share, or
No. To
what is
with particular content?
What kind of content can become viral?
Cats, mostly cats, I think, and some other topics that are probably common for people to like.
Okay, thank you. Alexei, you unmuted yourself. Do you want to add?
Yeah, well, I would describe a viral video as such a video that spreads beyond all possible expectations, and as for what's so peculiar about them, the very fact that you can't predict which video would go viral based on its content is a peculiar thing about them.
Yeah, that's okay. Any other thoughts? Yeah.
You actually can predict this.
Welcome to how?
Well, we all remember this very popular first video of a man who like he was bald and he was on TV for some time, but then they decided to throw him in YouTube because he became a meme, and it worked out, and so they predicted it. It's the most fast-growing video in YouTube in all time, as I remember. Or no, it's about channel. Channel was growing like an instant.
Okay,
So
thank you. Yeah, so it depends on the people maybe who produce it and who are experts at doing that. Okay, so then the question there was more specific, to share with your partners if you have ever been sent a link to a viral video of any of the things mentioned, an astronaut, cats, people dancing, and so on. If not, then anyway, tell your partner about some viral videos you have seen. That's what I will ask you to do now in the breakout rooms. And then please decide which video you think was the most extraordinary out of those which you share. Okay, so you will have, let's see, 5 minutes for that. And then when you come back, tell us about the videos which you find worth mentioning.
Hello, hello. Yeah. Yeah. About astronauts, I just remembered those videos, not really viral, but kind of popular sometimes, when astronauts on Earth, they forget that they're not in space, and they drop things casually, and then it just boom, it drops to the ground. Yeah. Yeah. I like this expression of confusion on their faces. Like, what? Why are you falling? Yeah. About cats, I wrote it in my hot basket. I just the first one that I can remember. The video actually from TikTok, I guess, or some sort of short videos. There was a cat that was meowing in a very curious melody like sound, and the guy, the musician, decided to make music with this melody and even wrote the lyrics. And after that, another bunch of musicians decided to jump in. There were drums, there were guitar, there were singing, something else. It was curious. Wonderful. Boxed. Wonderful.
For example, Gangnam Style, but these videos can't affiliate me.
Okay. Has anybody also got Gangnam Style viral videos? Have you
Oh,
ever
that
received
was a long time ago.
a long time ago? Okay. So over to you. What viral videos do you find absolutely viral and maybe, I don't know, special, extraordinary in their way? What can you share?
Well, out of these categories, there are two things I can say. First,
Welcome.
cats have been there since internet became a multimedia platform.
Mhm.
So they can be considered as major and
Dinosaurs.
extraordinary in that sense.
Okay.
And we actually got pretty lucky because Andriy Hopko is actually my friend, and the last topic in the out of these four is what is very relatable to us because we exchange a lot of songs pretty much daily. I wouldn't say that,
ties our conversations together.
yeah, that's pretty much a conversation starter and ender.
Mhm.
Wouldn't call them viral though because mostly they are very, very niche. But that's a thing we share, yes.
What was the latest song that you shared?
Oh, let me just scroll up the chat. Huh, it seems to be
Out of the most popular recent ones that we shared today, or maybe yesterday, I don't remember, we can mention Joy Division, No Love Lost.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think some meme remind us of it. And out of niche ones, the recent was Narrows Day at Disneyland, putting lipstick on the holes they bore into us. It's a very weird name, but well, let's just say the style of the track itself is can only be described as printer core, but it's rather enjoyable.
Okay, thank you. Any other viral videos that you would like to share with the group?
The most viral videos which I'm connected right now, because my last viral video was about a girl, or no, it's a woman, a grown-up woman, which created some game about potions, witch potions, and she published it on 8th March. So, and occasionally EA Games published, no, I would say dump their games in Steam, like 8 games, and they borrow her game in rating. And she cried on camera that, oh, Women's Day, EA Games, how dare you? So yeah, it became viral. And I can remember also video where a girl cried because her internet friends not like participate with real life meeting.
Didn't want to have a real life meeting, an offline one. Okay, thank you, Timothy, for sharing. Any other viral videos from the group? Then let's move on. So there was an infographic in the book, and you were asked to explain how a viral video spreads in simple terms or in a few words. Who could do that? What happens? To a viral video, or to a video that becomes viral?
Actually, the picture describes that humans share with their content with some people, and these people upload media to the website, social networks, Twitter app, emails, and after that, many other people are watching that media information and spreading it again. So that means that video are being spread by more and more people again and again.
Okay. Yeah. That's it. Any additions to the procedure, how this happens?
I can do a little deep dive on one of the mechanics of viral videos. Lately, social platforms started, no, not very lately, I'd say in the last 5, 10 maybe years, social platforms started to remove the download button. You cannot download videos on Twitter anymore without usage of third-party apps. On YouTube is the same thing without premium and every other social media you can think about. The reason for that is that without ability to download a video, you will more likely to share a link that will lead the person to the social media, and they will how to say it, farm more views for this viral video, and it will spread even further.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's really an interesting observation. Any other comments?
I can only add to the last comment that most likely the reason different companies and social media platforms do that is because well, if you were able to just download a video and share it that way, you wouldn't generate revenue for them. And by forcing you to send links to content instead of the actual content, you essentially lead other people onto these platforms to generate revenue by watching ads or pretty much being their data being gathered. This is good for generating revenue for companies, but actually not very good to in terms of content preservation, because there's such a thing as link rot. If a social media platform stops existing or the post gets deleted, that's it, the content is gone.
Or account
and
can
there
be
are no
banned.
backups. Yes, or account can be banned, and that's actually a very common issue with the YouTube playlists. For example, well, I have a playlist of more than 2,200 songs, and a common issue is that accounts get deleted, uploads get deleted, and the playlist essentially slowly rots. And the only way to preserve it is by downloading it.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, interesting. It's very like now it's evident. It's very simple, but probably not all people. Not probably, but few people know this mechanics, and that's why it works.
It's interesting how people at the beginning of internet spreading, people used to download content to because the connection speeds were low and they couldn't watch it or read it online. And nowadays we are forced to download. The connection speeds are ludicrous, but we face the same, pretty much the same issue. We have to download content to preserve it instead.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So then let's move on. And there was one more task for you to listen to a radio program. Did the recording work? Were you able to listen to that? Or you just didn't find it?
I don't think we have the audio files.
Really? I thought I uploaded. Just a second. Oh, yes, that was. Oh, no. Yeah, I had only the PDF file there. Okay, so then we can do it right now if you haven't found it online. So now you have 3 questions. For your convenience, I will share them in the chat, and now we will listen to the program. So please look through the questions first. Sorry. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't find as well. The recording that I have got is different, and it may take me time to find the proper one. So let's predict the answers then from what you know. I suppose you have enough knowledge to do that. Why are people studying the phenomenon of viral videos? What do you think?
Because it can create possibilities to earn money from that.
Okay. What else? Maybe the reason.
Some may do it out of pure interest. Others, yes, for especially companies and corporations may do it for profits, because making your advertisement go viral will inadvertently increase your profits.
Okay. Any other thoughts? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So money, profit is one thing. Anything else behind this interest?
Become more. I just think some people want to become more popular, maybe for political career or other career. Yeah.
Oh,
maybe just scientific interest.
Yeah, might be. Okay, so at least 3 reasons: to generate profit, to study the mechanisms of becoming more popular for different categories of people. It might be necessary for their career. And finally, there might be a scientific interest, like research or study of the psychology, people's inclinations, or how generally trends appear in this world. Any other thoughts? Okay. Then what are the
excuse me. Also, it can be just a scientific reason to find out what the similar algorithm can be used to understand why this particular video could be famous and viruses, but others having this potential.
Okay, yeah, good. Thank you. So then let's move on. What are the differences between how people watch traditional media and content online?
I consider this a bit of an outdated question.
Yeah.
Because mostly traditional media moved online already, and there is little distinguishment.
Okay. That's your contact. Okay, yeah, thank you. Do people earn money from viral videos? If so, how? So the first question is obvious, we have answered that, but how? How? Advertisements. Okay, thank you. Any other, I don't know, like mechanisms?
Well, it's not really another mechanism, but rather a subcategory of the mentioned one. There's an interesting observation you can make on some videos that went viral on YouTube in particular. You can notice that after the fact of posting, the channel owner posts some small advertisements either in the description or in the pinned comment of the video. So they earn revenue from said video after it went viral that way.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. So then let's move on. Next task was for kind of revision of the active and passive voice and tenses actually in those two voices. So we will move on to sentence or task 5. You had to choose the correct option to complete the sentences. Did you do that for your home assignment?
Yes.
Everyone. Okay. So then I hope it will not take you long to check your answers with your partners. That would be number one. And also please check your answers to exercise 6. So when you come back, we could check both at once. So now I will recreate the groups. I suppose that, yeah, 4 or 5 minutes should be enough for you. If you finish earlier, then you can just start discussing the questions which you have in this dialogue. Okay.
Oh.
I have answers. I like 5. It's taught, making, receive, streamed, download, being, growing, and but 6. How we can stop? I have no answers. Yes.
No way.
Well, sounds reasonable, I may say. 300%. Yeah. Okay. В принципе, да, но с какой-то стороны это хорошо. Ну, сначала всегда тяжело понять. Я всегда одеваюсь по-официальному. Так что я всегда в жаре. Ну, кто мы такие, чтобы действовать как нормально?
Копье? Как колоть?
Як ста олд. Не, он стримит просто, типа, не хочет стримить для людишек, типа, как они хотят. Ну, стримит так, как он хочет, и все. Это как, когда я в моем прошлом унике получил 100 баллов по предмету, не выполнив ни одной домашней работы. И все такие, типа, ты не офигел? Я просто на лекциях базарил больше всех. Я еще сказал, типа, 100 баллов. Ну ладно. И это прям задрило чела. О.
So waiting for one room to come back. Now everybody is here. As there are some people who joined us today only, there was a question about the Google Classroom. So the link is in the chat. You may follow it and join the classroom. So as for the questions, oh yeah, task 5, where you had to choose the correct option, please check, just a second. Check your answers. Do you have the same or are your answers different? Hope you can see my screen. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, good. So let's move on. Oh, sorry, that was not it. As for task 6, where you had this kind of dialogue, I need 2 volunteers who might read it. Who can do that? Ivan and one more person, please.
I can.
Welcome, Alexei. So start, please.
And so how do you make a video go viral? And how does a business know how many people are viewing the video at any given moment? And how is that information used by a company?
Okay. Yeah, thank you. I guess there is not too much to discuss, but if there are any questions, you're welcome. Maybe you have a different way to open the brackets. If no, then let's move on. Next, in task 7, you had to complete the text with the active and passive form of the verbs. How many people are ready with this? Could you please raise your hand in the reactions button? At the bottom of your monitor, you should be able to see reactions, and there is raise hand button. Okay. Five, six people. Okay, so then the recreation. Those people who did will like share the information probably with those who haven't done it yet. You will have 2 minutes to compare your answers or to share your answers with the group and discuss them in the breakout rooms, and then we will check.
Так. Сьома, да. Сьома.
Сьома.
I made it too.
I just connected to Google Classroom.
Okay. Uh,
Мгм.
О, капець. Я не знаю, в мене в першому, я думав, или health, или holds. Там не може такого бути? Holds. Ну, типа, competition, воно holds every year. Типа, як... Ну, да, ну, просто present simple.
So everybody is back now. Who could read the text with the answers? Welcome, Ron. Mhm. So just go on and then we will discuss that. Okay, thank you, Ivan. Well, please, the rest of the group, do you have the same answers or is there something different?
I
think-
answered
You go ahead.
instead of are not accepting, I answered don't accept.
Thank you, Alexei. So
Yeah,
what might be the reason for are not accepting, Ivan? Can you explain that? The point was in the tense, not the plural or singular. So do not accept or are not accepting. Why is it in the present continuous? Both are correct, you think. Okay, so what about the rest of the group? Evgeny, welcome.
I think this year implies that there is continuous.
Yes, I'd agree on that, as we are speaking about the period of time with which is going on now, then that's just it necessitates the usage of the present continuous here. This is it. Does it make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, well, now just to before we move on to your sentences about online videos in the active or passive forms of the verbs, let's revise active and passive voice by playing doing a Kahoot game. I'm sure that you are familiar with that. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
course
How does
we
it
do.
work? How does it work?
If I remember correctly, we're supposed to choose one of 4 answers in a quiz.
And you have a limited time for that. And the faster you answer, the higher your score is. Though it should also. Yeah, you can use either the QR code or follow the link. You can use your real name.
Something new.
Oh, okay, nice. Hope you will like it.
Cookies, of course.
So you need to use either your real name or your nickname. It doesn't make a big difference. Creative approach. So there should be more than just 8 people. Please join. And people waiting for 2 more. I will share the sound with you to make your experience complete. Sorry, that's the wrong site. You can still see that. Okay, so 10 people so far. Has everybody who wanted to register done so? Ivan, have you succeeded? Oh, great. Yes, Okay, hope everybody is here. Choose the correct option and press the button. Seven correct answers. Why is it were eaten? Who can explain?
Because there are many shrimps and not one.
Oh, why
And
is it
it's,
written like shrimp,
We have a
not
clear
shrimp?
time definition at dinner, so it already happened in the past, so it's were eaten.
Yeah, but why is it shrimp, not shrimps? Okay. Mm. Okay. Evgeny, you wanted to explain it?
I have some kind of question about the green answer.
Cheese was eaten. Yeah.
Was eaten.
Mhm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but no, in today's English we can use was in many situations where were was supposed to be used.
In the conditional sentences, yes, but here we have just ordinary sentence stating a fact, no assumptions. And you can see that why shrimp, not shrimps? It can be either shrimp or shrimps, in fact, so countable or uncountable. That's the trick, and that's why we need were eaten actually here. However, now I'm thinking that this then was eaten should also be fine if it can exist in two forms. So those three people who chose was eaten could also be correct. So let's move on then. Andrei, Alexei, and Anastasia are top three players. Now let's move on. Okay, 9 correct answers. Who can explain why it is round, not something different?
Is this one is singular?
Yeah. We don't have such an option as was roamed. And why is it not being roamed? Yeah, so
And if it would be being, it would need to have is being.
exactly,
If
yes.
we were to use continuous here.
Yeah, if we are speaking about something happening now, then is being roamed would be correct, but we don't have that to be for no, like complete form of the verb here. That's why is roamed is the only possible option. Let's move on. Why is it vacuumed but not being vacuumed? Anastasia, could you please explain?
Same as previous, is being vacuumed should be correct, but not just.
Yeah. However, what tense time expression? What time expression do we have here?
Every night, so it's like a routine.
Exactly. So then is being vacuumed would not even be acceptable here. So is vacuumed every night regularly. Thank you. Let's move on. So will be given. Andriy Hrabko, could you please explain why it is correct?
There's not enough context. I had to guess it, but I guessed it right. I think there should be some specification about instructions will be given to you by the director, like next Monday or this morning, because I literally just guessed that it will be given.
Actually, there is enough context if we count in the answers themselves, because most of those are grammatically incorrect.
Absolutely. So give, not complete, is given. That's singular, and given is just given without the first part of the verb. So
Okay,
will
got
be
it.
given is the only possible one here. Okay. Just 5 correct answers. Why is it is viewed? Alexei, Pastel, can you explain?
Once again, we have every year here, so it's a routine. Happens periodically.
That's why the green one wouldn't be acceptable, and the Grand Canyon is in singular. That's why
So
is viewed.
it's
Yeah, not are viewed. Oh, 10 correct answers. Will be celebrated. Why is it will be celebrated but not celebrated?
Because of word tomorrow.
Exactly.
Tomorrow
Yes.
means future.
actually, if we had
Okay. Is being written. Why is it this red one but not the green option? Bogdan, could you explain?
Because it's passive form
Voice.
in passive voice in present continuous tense, and it's one correct answer
Option, yeah.
option, yeah.
So the letter Sarah is doing the action, not the letter. That's why we need the passive form. Okay. Так. Евгений Михряков, could you explain why was being helped is correct?
Because we have present with word when.
Is it present?
Not time tense.
Ah, yeah, so that in the past tense, the identification of the past tense is by means of the when sentence. Okay, yeah, so it was in the past, and this is the only thing we should focus on here. Okay. Так, is visited. Okay. Who can explain why it is visited but not have been visited?
Because it's more like general truth that this castle is visited.
Okay. What else?
We don't have a direct time frame of when it was visited or any context.
So then present perfect might be possible, but the red option is not acceptable here. Why not?
Because it's supposed to be singular.
Yeah.
I actually
One
chose this
castle.
variant, but I misclicked.
Yeah, we have one castle, but the form of the verb is have been, which requires plural form, several castles. Okay, let's move on. Так. Had been repaired and were repaired. Who can explain why it should be the red choice?
Because we have a clear time indication that before George received his mechanic license, so it's going to be past perfect.
Yes. Some past action before another past action. And
Yes.
this is shown by means of the had been repaired form. Okay. Так, is going to be made instead of was made.
I think it can be both.
Those, well, is there anybody who could explain why it can be only is going to be made, not was made?
Tonight can be past.
Really?
Why can't tonight
Because
be?
because night it is about something that from this day, because in the next day it will be like no night. It's No, it is or present or future, I think.
During the night of the present day. So it's not, it's for the future. It's not about the past. Something that is going to happen, which hasn't happened yet. So tonight will take place, then what else? The game will be shown tonight. It's about the future, so that's the only possible way to answer. Second. So- So, was to be finished. Who can explain why it was to be finished? Does this, is this situation in the present or in the future?
It
So
can
it's
be
actually difficult.
it can be future, but no. I knew. It's like already about past.
Yeah, it's in the past. So
And
then it,
also variant, blue variant, it seems like odd because you must have another time form for this.
yeah,
Another future form. Like you must concretize
specify.
that, yeah, the time.
It's a past presumption about a future event. So we know
Okay.
it's past from new.
Mm-hmm. So we might have, I knew the work would be finished, or I knew the work was to be finished. What does this was to be show? What does it imply? What is the additional sense of this was to be finished?
Like 5 p.m. was the deadline. It was supposed to be finished by that time.
Yes, so it was a requirement, or it was some necessity or order, maybe. And that's
Yes.
why it was to be finished. Good. So then let's move on. Three more actually. That's a tricky one. So we have some people who chose was going to be cooked. Who can explain that why it is this one?
We have tonight here that indicates, well, as we already know by now, the night of the present day, but we also have thought, the past tense. So it already happened. And once again, we have the past presumption about a future event that was going to happen.
Yeah. So we need to look at the context, so to say, which is set by the main sentence. And here we have it in the past.
I still have a question about tonight.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Anastasia.
So tonight can also be referred not only the night time, but also evening. And if we are talking about something that we may did like an hour ago in the evening of the same day, so it's still the same tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Okay,
can't
so
we past?
then which option do you think was possible?
Not in this exact question, but in the previous, like the
Oh.
first one tonight.
Okay, then we can, if I don't forget it, we
Yeah.
can return to that when we finish this. Okay. Who can explain the correct option?
First of all, passengers. So are or
Plural. Plural, yeah.
plural, yeah. And the remind isn't right because of remind. It must be in the third form.
Mm-hmm.
So are reminded.
Yes. Or were reminded would be correct, but we
Yeah.
don't have this option here.
Yeah.
Okay, and the final one. Now, who can explain this red option? Did he do the action or did his grandmother do the action?
We have a passive voice here.
So who did the action? He or his grandmother?
His grandmother.
Right. So the subject or the thing, the person in our case, who is the subject of the sentence, undergoes an action from another person, carried out by another person. So that is why we need the passive voice here. And that explains why we have was looked, no, like passive voice. Why had been looked is not acceptable here.
That would be a past perfect. We would need another past event for that.
Yeah, and here we have just a simple fact. In the past, we state that something happened. Something was done by somebody, and this is it. Not before another action in the past, but just in the past, without a specific time. Okay, so let's see who are Andrei Hrab. Third place, Evgeny Mikryakov. Second, and Anastasia, congratulations, well done. And then Alexei and another Alexei, cannot see the surnames. So, good, well done. Hope it was useful, in addition to being entertaining. Так, вариант підсумки. Okay, so where was this? Wanted to return to that question. Tonight. A delicious dinner was made. So, Anastasia, what was your point here? The correct answer was marked as is going to be.
I still accept that this is going to be made is valid, and was made might not be exactly correct because maybe we will need in that case was made earlier tonight, but tonight can also be referred as evening on this current day. So if we did something in the evening, like at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and then we are talking about it at night, 9 or 10 o'clock, it might also be a past voice.
Yeah, okay, thank you. That's a valid point. So we need to be sure that this period is over, and then we could refer to it as something from the past. Okay, thank you. So this is it for today, or even tonight, I would say. So your homework would be next session, that's reading. Please, to the tasks where you have to work in pairs, just think about your answers and you will have a chance to discuss them with your partners next week. And so there will be 2 pages for you to work through, 14 and 12, which are all based on this reading the text. Hope this should be enough for you. Do you have any questions, suggestions, comments?
I just can say that it was interesting with Kahoot. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it always works well. Okay, next time we may something different.
Noticed that I perform way worse with time constraints. Because I click an answer and immediately, not even a second after, I realized that it was wrong.
What should you do, having realized that? What
I
was
don't
the
know.
lesson?
It seems like I tend to miss letters or even entire words from the sentence. It's been going on for the past I don't know, several months, something like that. It's as if I developed dyslexia. I don't know.
I believe this is more related to the stress. So maybe thinking about being more or working on your stress resistance more might help you to concentrate more.
It might. Maybe I just shouldn't rush it.
Yeah, that might help. So next time you will have a chance to check and to try a new approach to that.
Actually,
Any other? Yeah,
like this
Timothy.
game brings back my memory about how bad I was at school when I skipped all my classes about English. Well, not skipped, but quite. I was truant. So.
Okay, you played truant. Yeah, but what I like about Kahoot is that it's quite well, relatively anonymous, and there is no direct blaming or shaming someone for making a mistake. So I think it might you notice that, and I hope you felt that way. So thank you for your work. Please stay safe, have a nice evening, and see you next Wednesday.
Thank
Goodbye.
you too.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you for
Welcome.
the lesson.
Bye.
Farewell.
You're welcome. Thank you.